Switching over, I'm gonna try and say it a little bit like the Beastie Boys would. You gotta fight for your right to be family. That's the best I got. And, you know, the only thing I have going for me is that the Beastie Boys were white too. So, but they got skills. Not so much for me. I'm a nerd, as you can see by this picture. This is like me and my family at Comic-Con, wearing all of our nerd gear. But it was my favorite family picture that we have with us. So, to be a family doesn't just happen. It's like something you have to fight for. It's something you have to work at. It's something that you have to be willing to give up some of everything that you might like or want for somebody else. And it's something that, you know, I think it's just so near and dear to God's heart, us being family. And that doesn't just necessarily mean your biological family, and I'm going to get into that. But to be a family, to have a strong family unit, you've got to fight for it. It won't just happen. You're not going to be solid just because you happen to be, like, born into a family. It's not going to just be good because God put you together. You've got to fight for it. You've got to work at it. And you know what? Sometimes it's going to really suck. Sometimes your family is just going to be lame. Sometimes you're not going to treat each other well. Sometimes you're going to be selfish. Sometimes someone else is going to be selfish. Sometimes people are going to do things that are horrific. Sometimes it's going to look like a Lifetime movie and be really good. And you'll be sitting around the Christmas tree singing Silent Night. And then other times you're going to be at each other's throat saying, how come you didn't let the dog out and he pooed on the floor? This is your fault. Or anybody who's ever had kids or multiple kids, how did this mess get here? I don't know.
Your dog.
Who did it? Somebody. Oh, that's somebody. Gosh darn it. Somebody is always sneaking into people's houses and messing stuff up. I hate that guy. Girl. Entity. Whatever that somebody is. I mean, we've all experienced that, right? So you've got to fight for your families. You've got to fight for them. So just a little Webster. Basic unit in society traditionally consisting of two parents rearing their children. Also, any of various social units differing from but regarded as equivalent to the traditional family, a single-parent family. B, a group of individuals living under one roof, usually under one head. C, a group of persons of common ancestry, a clan. D, a group of people united by certain convictions or a common affiliation, a fellowship. Like of the ring. That could be a fellowship. They were a family. E, a unit of a crime syndicate, such as the mafia, operating within a geographical area. Sometimes families are both, right? You know, I mean, we've seen that. I've seen The Godfather, I know. F, a closely related series of elements or chemical compounds, which is us too. We're a series of elements and chemical compounds. So those are just like some kind of definitions of family. Moving forward, I'm going to try to do this. So I got a short video. We're going to see if my technology works together happily.
Okay, girls, please get ready to answer. What does family mean to you? Get to speak nice and loud, okay?
What is family? the gifts to us. I guess the support process and serving the Lord together, in His kingdom.
It means forgiveness and support.
It means like basically just honesty. When I'm at home, I feel comfortable to tell my family. This is family. This is what
Family is connecting with people on the same level and being able to share.
It's the ones that are going to spend eternity with us that are going to get to know them. And we're going to start treating them well.
So I thought that was just kind of a cool little, it's not going to move forward for me, that's okay. I thought that was just kind of a neat little montage, I guess. Family means different things to different people, right? And we all have different families. Some of them we have, our standard biological family. Some of us, we have mixed families. Some of us, we have steps involved. Some of us, we live with grandma and grandpa. Some of us may have been in the foster system. Some of us may have been adopted. There's all different kinds of families. And there's all different formations of families. But you know what, guys? They're still families. And so you got to fight for them. You have to work at it. And sometimes it takes more work than others. The themes of family are woven all through the Bible from Genesis to Revelations. The biblical illustrations of family, they're all through it. It shouldn't surprise us too much, right? That one of the major areas of conflict that occurs in our life can be in the families. The enemies of our soul love to attack families and break them and crush them and dissolve them. Generally just kind of make a mess of them, right? I mean, the enemy loves to do that. Because a family that is serving and advancing the kingdom of God together is a powerful force. When we're working together, when we're fighting together, when we're striving for God together, the enemy hates that. And so he attacks families. Sometimes it's overtly and sometimes it's subversively. But he likes to attack families. He likes to destroy families. So we got to fight. We have to fight. We have to fight him. We have to fight the enemy. So that together we can advance God's kingdom. Now, not all families look the same, right? Here's a little, some of you, if you're around my age, might recognize Mike and Jake Peaky family ties. And then there's other families who might look somewhat like this. Right? Not all families look the same. Sometimes families have a lot of conflict going on. Sometimes families are ugly. Sometimes you have purple hair. I don't know, there's just different kinds of families. And we'd all like to think that we're one. And sometimes like that first one, on the outside, one thing I've kind of noticed having been in church most of my life and with Christians, a lot of times we're really good that we look like that one, right, on the left. And then when you get home, or sometimes, like, anybody else feel this? Before church? Like you're trying to get stuff ready and make it happen. Yes, I see some hands, Before church, you're looking like that one on the right. We look like the Simpsons. And every one of us has a little bit of Bart in us. Every one of us has a little bit of Bart Simpson in us. It's a little bit ornery. We're eye-crumbering all over the place. There's that thing in us. I know I have this little bit We should be caring for each other, not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and yes, physically and financially as well. But as a family, we should be caring for each other. 1 Timothy 5:8 says, "But if anyone does not provide for his own, and especially those of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever." And that doesn't just go for men, just because it says he. For kids too, for you young people, we're supposed to care for each other. If we're not providing for each other, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, giving each other love and support and care, we're not serving God well. If you guys are not caring for each other within your own family, you are not serving God well. I know that's like a really hard thing to say. It is. And I'm owning it for myself too. I'm not just saying it to you, I'm saying it to Dusty as well. We have to fight for it. And there's some things I'm better at than others. I can admit that. I am much better at like doing stuff for people. And my wife will attest to all of this. I'm much better at, here, let me get you something, or here, let me make you something, or here, let me do something for you. And I'm not nearly as good at like verbalizing that I love my family and that I care for them and that I'm proud of them. And I have a weakness there. And so knowing that I've been trying to do better, you know, as I get older and as the years go by, and as my wife whacks me across the head with a fish or something, you know, like to, hey, you know, you might, you know, one word. I know that it's my weakness. I know. Because I just, you know, I show love. But different people need different forms of love. And we don't all have the same love languages. And I know I'm referencing that book that everybody references. But it's the reason it's such a bestseller and so many people have read it because there's a lot of truth in there. And we don't all experience love the same way. We don't all show love the same way. And so inside of a family, we got to figure that stuff out and try and work through it. And sometimes it takes decades and decades and decades. And you know what? You may never perfect it. That doesn't mean that working at it is fail. You just keep trying. You just keep forgiving. You just keep working on it. Not all who are family share the same genetics. I have people that I deeply, deeply consider family who are not related to me in any shape or form. They are my family, and I love them, and I care about them, and I would do for them the same way I would do for my sister or my mom and dad, and I'm sure you know some of you have that as well. It's not just about blood. As long as families are filled with love and support for one another, they tend to be successful and they tend to thrive. Families need to do what is best for each other and themselves. And that can be accomplished in a number of different family formations. It's not just necessarily mom and dad with a kid and maybe even grandma lives at home. Sometimes families just look different. Growing up, I spent a whole lot of time with my grandparents. And they had a whole lot to do with raising me. My great-grandma taught me to basically cook when I was little. I mean, she had me in the kitchen and had me peeling, like shucking peas and cutting the stems off strawberries so she could make jam and picking stuff out of the garden. I would watch her bake and all these things. And I mean, my great-grandma, I spent a lot of time with her because both my parents worked. My grandma that lived out in West Valley, my grandma Likely, I would spend every single weekend out there sleeping upstairs in the attic. And you think this church gets hot? Try sleeping in an old farmhouse with no cooling upstairs that for some reason always smelled like hay. What was that? Like the room always smelled of hay. But I don't know if like they used to have straw bedding in there to sleep on. I don't know, but the room smelled like hay. I remember that. But I loved it. Like, I loved it. I would wake up on Saturday morning, Grandma would make buttermilk pancakes and sizzling. Why sizzling? I don't know. I mean, my grandpa would, like, drink heavy cream straight, you know, and then she's like, this is healthy. So here, have this. You know, I mean, But these are memories that I have, and waking up early and going out and taking care of the animals, these things helped form me. They weren't my parents, they were my grandparents. But they helped form who I am, they helped make me who I am. In my teen years, I had youth pastors who poured themselves and God into me. And I'm blessed with two parents who are going to be celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary soon. Now, that doesn't mean everything started out okay. Dad was a guy who was on leave from Navy who got a good Catholic girl pregnant. It took me till I was 19 to figure out that my birthday was only 6 months different from their anniversary and I wasn't early. Just saying. Sometimes things might not start the right way, but you can finish well. Right? Even if it doesn't necessarily start the right way, there's redemption. God can redeem all things. He can redeem families. Like I said, they're going to be celebrating their 50th. Didn't start out well. And I know there was alcohol involved, because they've said so. It's just... But you can fight for it. Right? You can fight for family. In a family, how should we be treating each other? Ephesians 6, 1-3 says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother," which is the first commandment with a promise, "so that it may go well with you, and that you may enjoy long life on earth." And then to parents, Ephesians 6:4, staying in Ephesians. "Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord." Exasperate is another way of saying pick on, poke. I know my son well enough, having been with him for the last 15 years, that if I wanted to tick him off, there's lots of things I could do to make that happen. Right? It wouldn't even be that hard. If I wanted to make my wife angry, I don't have to spend a whole lot of time sitting. When I sit down to put a sermon together, I spend time, I think about it, and it takes some hours, and I study, and I research, and I read commentaries. To make somebody in my family mad, I don't even need 5 minutes. I can just make it happen. I know them well enough that I can tick them off. That's not hard, right? So Paul's encouraging us, hey, don't do that. It's stupid. That's not what you're called to do. You're not called to make your children angry. You're called to train them and show them God. Show them Jesus. I love the version of the Message. So the Message Bible. Ephesians 4:29-32. "Watch the way you talk. Let nothing foul or dirty come out of your mouth. Say only what helps, each word a gift." I want to stop there. What would it be like if we thought of each word that we spoke to one another was a gift? If we were really intentional in our families about how we spoke to each other. And that we saw each thing that we say to each other as being a gift to them. How would that change how we function? That's decide. So I want because you come from. I really wrote this because I wanted to speak to this. Families that hurt each other, destroyed each other. Cain, drunken, naked, Jacob and Esau. The children are still family conflict. We've all heard it. And making families, and again, shame. Because your family is typical nuclear screw. God and all means all. Cain and Abel. Story. Those were Adam. So we're talking early story of humanity. We're messing. What happened? But Jesus, there is hope. Ephesians 1 to it. This is what he wanted to do, and it gave him great pleasure. Romans 8:14-17. For all those who are led are sons of God. For you did not receive, but you have received the Spirit himself with Christ. We suffer with him in order that we may also be glorified with him. See, even if your family is completely destroyed, even if your family is as ugly as it can possibly be, even if you're from the most broken of homes, God part of your family with a dad who will never fail you. With a dad, and some of us, we have thoughts because our dad was right to us. Because our dad abused us, he hurt us. Maybe we had a mom. She was angry. Maybe she used different kinds of substances. And because of that, broke up your family. Maybe you had a grandparent, or an aunt, or an uncle, or a cousin, or we could go on and on, who destroyed your family, who hurt you. So there's hope, even with all of those things. So we can be part of God's family. And in Jesus we can trust. We can trust Jesus with our soul. We can trust Jesus with our heart. We can trust Jesus with our body. We can trust Jesus with our relationship. And we can give him all of our love and be confident and know that he will give us all of his love in return. And not have to worry about, because we've probably all, each and every one of us, been in a one-sided relationship where we're giving love and we don't get anything in return, right? Like you're doing everything you can to try to make stuff happen, and it's just not enough. And it's just not enough. Here's some hope. With Jesus, you can't outlove him. Because it says that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us and gave himself for us. He's already done it. He already went as far as you can go. He loved you to the point of death. So you can't outlove him. So pour all the love you got onto him. And as part of a church family, which I don't want to step on people's toes coming up next because we have that in our relationship series coming up. We have a church family. And sometimes when our bio family is just super lame,